With regards to house hunting agendas, the typical purchaser could need a roomy patio, an enormous kitchen, and an extra room for visiting visitors. Yet the world's 1% can stand to be somewhat fussier with their demands. With 9-figure sticker prices, stunning interiors, and a variety of additional rich items, these excessive bequests are probably the most costly properties America has at any point seen. Watch the entire rundown and gaze upon these genuinely stunning supermansions. Also, do let us know how many of them you could guess. Let's get started. Number 6. Billionaire, Los Angeles, California. $94 million. For some time, the suitably named Billionaire home in Bel Air, Los Angeles was America's priciest property of all time. It went at a bargain in 2017 for a cool $250 million, and its cost was legitimate by its unending excessive conveniences. From its completely supplied champagne basement to its auto exhibition with more than $30 million worth of supercars, this extravagant den was really amazing. The expensive property was made by estate developer Bruce Makowski, a man known for building homes for very rich people. Depicted as a playground for the super rich, the house includes a 38,000 square foot inside, 12 rooms, 21 restrooms, and 3 connoisseur kitchens. Also, a lot of exceptional inside plan subtleties. Most remarkably, the main lounge room flaunts light installations produced using gold-encrusted brut champagne bottles. There are more than 100 art establishments inside, as well as Lamborghini wall stickers, Chanel bedding, and fire dousers loaded up with Dom Perignon. The zenith of extravagance, the house likewise comes furnished with double expert suites, 10 visitor suites, 5 bars, a backrub studio, and a cutting-edge wellness community. Obviously, the home's outside is comparably inconceivable. There's a decorative helicopter stopped on the roof deck and an 85-foot-long endlessness pool that incorporates a dip-up bar and a Goliath-level screen TV, so you won't get exhausted while you wash. Number 5. La Folia, Palm Beach, Florida. $105 million. When La Folia sold in 2019 for a cool $105 million, it turned into the most costly property in Palm Beach land history. The waterfront domain had a place with Broadway maker Terry Allen Kramer and initially arrived available for $135 million in October 2018. Before La Folia, the record belonged to Donald Trump's Florida domain, which sold in 2008 for $95 million, Forbes affirmed. The hypnotizing 37,500 square foot oasis was built during the 1990s, and at that point was supposed to be the only estate in Palm Beach with direct admittance to the sea and the Lake Worth Lagoon. As well as bragging 210 feet private sandy oceanfront, the fantastic waterfront home has its own boat moor for making a fast escape. The waterfront home was fabricated 24 feet above ocean level to shield it from the locale's overwhelming typhoons. Step through the front entryway, and you'll track down a 2-story marble-clad entrance. There are a sum of 13 rooms and 18 restrooms, as well as confidential staff quarters, a cinema, and a wood-framed refined men's club with a supplied bar. Large numbers of rooms offer 25-foot-high roofs, elaborate installations and completions, broad coating, and obviously, stunning perspectives. The 4,500 square foot Ace Suite benefits from double changing areas and its own confidential office, making it a definite tycoon bolt hole. Isn't that amazing? Number 4. Bermuda-style estate, Palm Beach, Florida. $115 million. For tycoons in the Sunshine State house hunting in the selective territory of Palm Beach, which is generally quite home to Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago, there's no deficiency of extravagance property to look over. Assuming extravagant hobnobbing with a previous POTUS, this amazing domain in the esteemed area was recorded to be purchased in 2022 for $115 million. Last sold in August 2021 for $64 million as per Trulia. The 7-room exceptionally constructed home on Ocean Boulevard is obviously critical speculation. The lovely present-day manor sits on one of Palm Beach's most noteworthy heights, with 175 feet of beachfront to appreciate beneath. Inside, you'll track down double connoisseur kitchens for concocting your catch of the day, with sweeping living, eating, and engaging regions. Would it be a good idea for you to require wine to coordinate with your feast? Why not attempt the 4,000-bottle custom wine basement in the storm cellar? On a similar level, You'll find a film with its own bar, in addition to an expert-grade wellness focus. Close by a confidential beachfront workspace, the 2-room, 2-washer visitor house has an open, incredible room and porch with garden seas and its very own connoisseur kitchen, should your guests extravagantly concoct their own fish buffet. Number 3. Beverly Hills Estate, Los Angeles, California, $125 million. This terrific spread can be found in Beverly Hills, Los Angeles, and has had a place with very rich person gambling club head honcho Steve Wynn starting around 2015. In January 2021, the property hit the market for $110 million. However, subsequent to neglecting to find a reasonable purchaser, the cost mysteriously climbed up to $125 million, making the home one of California's most costly house postings to date. Wynn supposedly purchased the cushion from Guess Pants prime supporter Maurice Marciano for a clip under $48 million and has extended the home decisively during his proprietorship. The gambling club tycoon added around 8,000 square feet to the huge compound, while changing the living spaces into contemporary showstoppers. The 3-story property currently brags 27,150 square feet of inside space, which incorporates 11 rooms and 14 washrooms. The home's diverse inside plan was embraced by Roger Thomas. Dynamic decorations meet very good quality design components, bringing about emotional residing regions with 5-star inflows. There's a tavern, a cinema, a wine cellar, an exercise center, an office, and a lift. Goodness, and did we make reference to the house being recorded finished with its own craft exhibition? We don't know the first Andy Warhol pop workmanship was remembered for the deal, yet it can't be damaged to inquire. Can you guess the show associated with this mansion? Come on, it's simple. Number 2. Chartwell, Los Angeles, California, $150 million. In 2017, Chartwell became one of America's priciest postings ever when it arrived available for $350 million. It was obviously later diminished to a somewhat more sensible $245 million. In 2019, the Wall Street Journal reported that Lachlan Murdoch, newshead honcho and child of Rupert Murdoch, had paid $150 million for Chartwell, making it the second priciest home ever to have been exchanged in the United States. Albeit the emotional domain wouldn't look awkward among the notable fantasy chateaux of country France, it can really be found in the Bel Air neighborhood of Los Angeles, California. The property is remembered to have been named after the 14th century bequest in England, where Winston Churchill resided for over 40 years. Refined and lofty, Chartwell is viewed as perhaps of LA's best bequests, and TV fans might recall it from the credits of the notorious sitcom The Beverly Hillbillies. Planned by designer Summer Spalding during the 1930s, the French neoclassical-style manor sits on 10 sections of land and flaunts a 25,000 square foot inside. The home's extravagant, larger-than-usual rooms are finished with the best materials and decorations. There's a vaulted lobby, a staggering assembly hall, and various proper eating and lounges with hand-painted roofs or lavish lumber framing. With everything taken into account, the home contains 18 rooms and 24 washrooms. Chartwell was purchased by tycoon finance manager Jerry Perenchio in 1986 for $14 million, and he went through years getting more land around the property. Gradually, Perenchio developed the domain to what it is today, recruiting fashioner Henri Samuel to re-establish the primary home. He likewise utilized modeler Pierre Barbe to make the Versailles-like castle where he could house his craft assortment, and one of California's biggest confidential wine assortments. The custom basement can hold up to 12,000 jugs. Any guesses for the first one? Number 1. Milestone at Meadow Lane, Southampton, New York, $175 million. It had to be New York. Milestone at Meadow Lane is one of the area's most costly homes ever, and the fantastic waterfront retreat is at present available to be purchased with bespoke real estate. The fortunate new proprietor will get close enough to a definitive method for getting out too, since Meadow Lane flaunts its own special helipad. There are 11 rooms, 12 restrooms, various parlors, a morning meal room, an open farmhouse kitchen, and a lounge area. Mixing both old and new, the home highlights rich lumber floors, custom millwork, comfortable chimneys, extravagant grass cloth backdrop, and multifaceted tile work in the kitchen. The sunroom is the ideal spot for post-swim drinks, while the indoor exercise center and yoga studio are great for abiding for a couple of hours. Somewhere else, you'll find a cozy sanctum for long-distance film races, a perception deck where you can watch the nightfall, and a shocking expert suite with a 660-square-foot beachfront patio, complete with a hot tub. Intended for engaging, the home sits simple advances from a 500-foot-long ocean side, which can be gotten to through a promenade that leads from the secondary passage to the sand. There's likewise a joined guardian's cabin, a warmed outside pool, different in the open-air eating spaces, and courts for both ball and tennis. With this, we come to the end of the video. We hope you like the content. It would be great if you guys let us know your favorite one from the list. Don't forget to smash the like button. Lastly, subscribe to the channel and share the video with people who love luxury. Thank you and goodbye.